So, I think we all saw the new anime. I'm not going to pronounce the name of it because I personally don't know how you pronounce it. But I'm gonna plop it on the screen. And, well, I saw it, and right now the 9th episode was released 3 days ago, and I also watched it, but I decided to draw Okurun. I think his name is Okurun. He has another name. Like the girl, I forgot the girl's name, I'm sorry. But the girl named him Okurun because... Ken Takagura or something. I'm sorry for pronouncing the name wrong. But anyways, I'm drawing him. I think we all saw it on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok, the transformation to his... I don't know what this form is called. Like... the pink-haired girl calls him a demon, but maybe he's a yokai or something. I'm not sure. But he transforms, and I was like, yep, I'm going to draw him. And that's what I'm doing in this video. I don't know if I wanted to say, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoiler anything. Okay, I'm not gonna spoiler anything from the really new episodes, which is episode 8 and 9. But the rest I think I'm able to spoil. If not, then just mute me, or I don't even know what I'm going to talk about in this video. But I must say, this anime is really, really great. Okay, it's not that great, but it's great. Like, it does have some flaws, because personally for me there's too much comedy in there. I know it's a comedy anime, so I'm kind of stupid for that take, but... sometimes when there's like a really emotional scene, for example, Okurun is like... I don't know how to tell it. I don't know what happened anymore. Like, he was sitting there outside the room and was like, yeah, I'm good, I'm sorry. And this girl was like, no, don't worry, I know what you feel like. And then he was like making a joke out of it, and then the seriousness of the situation got taken away. I kinda don't really like that. Like, for example, I'm also watching The Eminence of Shadow right now. It's an anime where the character that we watch, the main character, is really overpowered. And I like overpowered characters. But the same situation is there. There's like really a cool story behind, but they're not taking it as serious as I want it to be. It doesn't all have to be serious, but just some sort of seriousness has to be there so I can also take it seriously. So, for example, if everything just turns out to be a joke, I'm just gonna think, well, it's gonna be a joke anyway, so why should I care about this? But I think they did a great job in episode 7. If you haven't watched episode 7, just skip my talking for a bit, or mute me for a bit. But it's really emotional, and okay, it's emotional for some people. I don't really think that's emotion. It's just a good backstory. Like, the pink-haired girl had a backstory with her mom, and this other yokai, I don't know if they're yokais or not, I'm sorry if that's wrong. But that she was like a mom, and then... oh nah, the story is really bad. I mean, the story is really good, but it's a bad backstory. It's like something like this seriousness in the anime that I really, really like. So yeah, I like it overall. Just a bit more seriousness, and I would be happy with it. And oh yes, one major problem I also have is that in the last episode, episode 9, like I said, if you haven't seen this episode yet, skip my talking or mute me, like I already said 3 times already. Where Okurun and I constantly forget the girl's name, I'm sorry. The brown-haired girl and the pink-haired girl. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can only remember Okurun. But they were all basically naked, and I am really uncomfortable with that. Like, it's a really nice anime. It's a nice story, it's a nice action scene there. And then they're just all there naked, and I'm like, oh, okay. Why? Like, they could have done the same scene with all the same action shots, just then them having clothes on. What was the point of them not having clothes? I know they're getting destroyed by these aliens or whatever these things are. I think they're aliens. But come on, guys, I don't want to see high schoolers barely wearing anything. It's kind of weird if you ask me. It's like then you watch an anime in your room, and normally it's really cool, it's full of action, but then your mom comes in your room, and then there's a really there's a scene where it's just sus, and your mom is like, what the fuck are you watching? And you're like, no, I promise, it's not like that. That's exactly what I thought of this episode. Literally, if they just would have had clothes on, it would be a great episode. But because they're not wearing clothes, I don't really think that it's that great, because I'm constantly like uncomfortable for like no reason. They could have just drawn clothes on him, and on the girls especially. But yeah, other than these two minor factors, the anime is really great. They have a really great stylization. Like, the art style looks clean, and I don't know, it really like soft, and I don't know how to describe this. I don't have the words for it, and I'm kind of tired right now. But I like the art style, what I'm trying to say. And then you have this intro, and this intro has like a really stylized art style. It's great. And I look at this intro and like, damn, that looks good. I wish I could draw like that. And honestly, the intro song, it's really weird, and that's also really great because it catches your attention. Like, I've seen this intro song so many times on TikTok, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this anime. Even if I don't look at my phone and the song plays, I'm like, oh yeah, it's from that anime. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce the name because I will pronounce it wrong. But the thing is, having such a weird intro sequence, it's like, yeah, you're gonna be recognized a lot. And I think it's great, but I can't really vibe to it, honestly. I can't vibe to it. Like, I wouldn't listen to it without watching the anime, what I'm trying to say, but it's a great song. And so I finally finished the normal version of Okurun, and now I'm drawing the transformed version, where he transforms into yokai form with Turbo Granny. And Turbo Granny is such a main character, I swear to God. Like, from all of these characters, I didn't think Turbo Granny would be a character that would be more than just one episode, you know what I mean? Like, the first episode was like, he gets his powers with Turbo Granny, yes? And then I was like, okay, no, we're never gonna see Turbo Granny again. And then she just constantly keeps appearing as this weird cat. Honestly, she's a vibe. And wait, I'm gonna look up the names now, it's bugging me, I'm sorry. Her name is Momo. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about it. Like, the brown-haired girl, her name is Momo, and she has a grandma. And this grandma has the weirdest haircut ever. Like, I look at her and I'm like, she's supposed to be a grandma? Huh? Like, you can't really see it because the only thing that would give it away is that she has white hair. But other than that, there's like no major sign of her being a grandma. It's so weird. But like, she also has powers, and it's not really that serious. Like, the anime doesn't really take her character that serious, I think. But anyways, let me stop talking about the anime now. Now I'm telling you about my drawing. I'm mainly drawing with the watercolors that I bought, but I will also go over with gouache. I don't know why, but I keep explaining this in every single video I make. So gouache is basically just a child between acrylic paint and watercolors. You can reactivate it with water and it's still opaque like acrylic paint. That's basically it. And right now I just wanna create like a flow between the colors. Like Okurun has red and black. That's basically everything his transformed character has, and gray skin. But I decided to give him a beige skin because, well, I don't know, artistic freedom. I didn't want to draw gray skin because it will clash with the background that I will draw in just a minute. But anyways, he has like this really white hair that's like flowing for some reason. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's cool. It has these red strokes. Strands, not strokes. Brush strokes would be. Yeah, sorry. My English is not that great. I'm German after all. In the way I draw, you can see that I did a purple undercoat where a shadow would be. So then when I put the skin color on top of it, it also already has some kind of shadows, as you can see right now. But I usually always put more. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm putting more like depth and darker colors on there to make it look better, I guess. And well, this technique that I picked up from somewhere on the internet, because I think I watched Drawing Like a Sir. And if you watch art channels on YouTube, you need to know who Drawing Like a Sir is. I used to watch him on his German channel. Well, I'm still watching him on his German channel because, well, I'm German and I cringe every time I hear Germans talk English. Yes, even if I talk English, I'm also cringing because this German accent is hurting my soul because I don't really like my German accent. But anyways, his channel, I'm watching it for a few years now, probably like six years. I don't know, I'm 20 right now. I'm gonna turn 21 next year. But I watched his channel for a while and I learned so much from him. He's doing like a lot of tutorial videos, and for some reason, his YouTube channel in German didn't have any kind of traction. Like, he does have subscribers on his German channel, like 300k, but on his English speaking channel he has like 1 million subscribers, which he deserves, because damn, he's putting so much work into his videos and I dream to be as good as he is. So just a shout out here, if you wanna watch a good art YouTuber, watch him. But what I'm trying to say is, I picked this tip up from him. I think I picked it up from somewhere. I didn't just start doing it. I was just like, huh, okay, that could be useful, and I started doing it as well. And don't worry, this background, what you're seeing right now, I will change that. It looks ugly. Don't worry, it will change. I decided to draw a gray background to give contrast to the yellow background I gave the normal version of Okurun, and I'm going to change it. I didn't like it. I made a gradient out of it, but I didn't film it. I didn't film a lot of this process because this video is already 60 minutes long and I didn't want it to be longer. So I'm usually not filming that much of my drawing process. Here I also decided to give him fire on the red parts of his design. Usually it's not fire. I don't think it's supposed to be fire, but I thought it kind of looked like fire, so I was like, I like fire, I put fire there. Boom, fire. But anyways, yeah, this video is about to end. We are close to 60 minutes, so I'm just gonna say thank you for watching, and please don't turn off your devices right now. Just look at the end result. The end result is so much better than what you're seeing. Boom, the gradient is so much better. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next one, hopefully.